Bobby Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. Who's going to win this fight? We'll vote about who's going to win this fight. Let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Bobby Green fought Jim Miller at UFC 300, in which Jim Miller clipped Bobby Green in round 1, but then Bobby Green bought it back, put a lot of punishment on Jim Miller, dropped Jim Miller in round 3, and Bobby Green won by decision. Now after this, Bobby Green went on to fight Paddy Pimblett, in which Paddy Pimblett got Bobby Green in a triangle choke and slapped Bobby Green in round 1. Now let's take a look at Mauricio Ruffy's latest performances, in which he fought Jamie Mullarkey, in which Mauricio dropped and put a lot of punishment on Jamie Mullarkey, and the wrestling enough to stop the fight in round 1.
But for how long? Yeah, it's over. Oh my goodness.
After this, Mauricio Ruffy went on to fight James Yontop, in which Mauricio rocked Yontop in round 1. Mauricio then dropped and put a lot of punishment on Yontop in round 2.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 available.
And Mauricio Ruffy won by decision.
Now this fight is going to be a crazy and entertaining fight, and I hope that both men just keep the fight on the feet and let it all out. But we do have to talk about Bobby Green, because he's on the edge of his career since he hasn't been on a good run, as he's been struggling to stay consistent with his performances because of his old age and because of the fact that he's already been through it all, so he's barely holding on. And since the UFC is putting him up against Ruffy, who's a very dangerous up-and-coming fighter and who has proven to be a big problem, is not looking too good for Bobby Green. Because if you look at Ruffy, we'll see that he has 11 wins with 10 knockouts and 1 loss, not to mention the obvious being that he is 28 years old and Bobby Green is 38 years old. So based off the facts and based off their performances, Ruffy should finish Bobby Green in 2 rounds, because Ruffy is a very talented striker. He mixes things up really well and he picks his shots wisely, and all that is followed up by crazy speed and power. And since Bobby Green likes to fight very confident with sometimes keeping his hands low, he might just set himself up to get toyed with, as Ruffy might see that as an opportunity to pick his shots and piece up Bobby Green, which can and will most likely lead to a crazy knockout finish. So in the end, I got Ruffy winning this fight. I just don't see Bobby Green being able to stand with Ruffy for too long, considering the difference in activity and skill, and considering that Ruffy is on a very good run right now. So I got Ruffy finishing Bobby Green.